Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be talking a little bit about tattoos, our own tattoos, tips about tattoos when you're getting them, things along those lines. So hope you enjoy.
First thing I want to talk about is like what helps me while I'm getting tattoos and like what I think about while getting them. So basically for me, I kind of try to fall asleep. And that might sound crazy, but I can literally like train myself to fall asleep. And the way I do that is I just count my breaths and just like I just count my breaths and I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and like Renny, you're breathing in, you're breathing out. Like just focusing on my breathing and nothing else, not feeling anything, not hearing anything. It's kind of crazy what you can do with your mind, but I can literally block everything out.
That's something I did notice when she was getting her tattoos, when she was controlling her breathing. Like I can definitely notice the difference, and she was controlling it way better. And it just, the tattoo was coming along so much easier.
Yeah. For me, it's just hard when there's interruptions. Like if I go like straight through, I can go for a while, I think. But like when there's interruptions, I just have to like refocus my breathing because the needle's being taken off of me and put back on. So I just have to refocus my breathing, and that takes me like quite a while. So it's just hard when there was a lot of interruptions, and that's what kind of happened with my back tattoo. What do you do, babe?
I'm kind of the opposite of her. I try to stay awake, but get a lot of my attention on something else. So I'll have, obviously, headphones is a must. I need to be listening to music. Like all my artists have like quiet needles, but I just would rather be listening to music than that the whole time. Usually I'll use like FaceTime, texting other people, like make sure I'm using my body to do something else. Like that creates focus. Like you need focus to do something like that. And that means like I'm just getting my whole head off of the tattoo itself. So not as much a tip, but definitely some good advice. Make sure you know your artist and their personality, someone you could relate to and talk to, have fun with the whole time. Maybe they play music that you like or something along those lines, because if you're not comfortable with your artist, it's going to make it so much harder. You want to be able to be relaxed the whole thing. You don't want to be tense.
And I just know I hate being in uncomfortable situations, so that plus the pain of a tattoo is just not a good mix.
I'll talk a little bit about my tattoos. I have a tattoo on my ribs. It was my first tattoo. It says, "To be yourself in a world that's constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." And to be honest, the ribs didn't bother me that much. Definitely one of the tattoos that were the least pain, which is really surprising. But the only thing about it is they usually do the writing backwards. So as it gets closer to my nipple, where you can see like 2B, my whole chest was just like shaking. Like it's just like tingly. It's weird.
No, I'm only laughing because like that's the same exact thing that happened to me. Like right when like he got right near like where my boob starts, it was just, I just like was crippled. Yeah. Like I was holding on to Nairi so hard. Like I did not expect it at all, because the whole tattoo was like a breeze, and she was like, "Oh, you have one more letter." Like
yeah, it's really confusing. Yeah. I was literally asking my artist like, "Dude, are you on my nipple right now?" Like he's like, "No, dude, everyone asks me the same question." Like it's just a weird feeling.
It's just like a nerve, like, oh, and especially when you have boobs, so that's like also super sensitive. That was a really
I wouldn't know.
That was a really big lizard. He was chunky.
On the camera?
No, on the pillar.
My next tattoo is my chest piece. It has my dad's initials on it, RWG, and with the crown in the middle, just signifying that like I respect my father to the furthest extent. Like no one else will ever be equal to that man. So
next one.
What did I get next?
Faith or Jackson?
Oh yeah, I got Jackson on my wrist. Funny story actually. We went to the mall. I think it was one of like the first times I was down here in the mall. And we walk in and like I'm like, is that a tattoo shop in the mall? Like
we as in not we, not
yeah, she wasn't there, but I just walk in, I'm talking to my roommates like, is that a tattoo shop? Like, let's go in there. And they were like, what are you talking about? Like, we're not going in there. I was like, all right, like, you don't have to come in, but I'm going in.
It looks legit from the outside. I didn't go in, but I saw it, and it looks legit to me.
Yeah, but get you, at the time, I was like fiending for another tattoo. I just got down to Florida. I was like, my parents won't even know for a long time. Like, let's just get something. Like, and I knew I wanted to get my dog's name. He passed away. It was like my first dog. We got him when I was a little kid. Got him he was the same age as me growing up. And it was just like always my best friend. Like, growing up, I didn't have many best friends. Like, I was close to a lot of people, but like, he was literally my best friend. So I just felt dedicated to doing that. But I actually did end up getting it in the mall. And before I was getting the tattoo, I was like telling the lady, oh, like, I'm sorry, like, I only have $50 on me. Like, that's all I got. And the store minimum was $60. And she was bugging out, like, I can't even do that for $50. Like, if I'm doing it for $50, I'm making it this fun and this skinny. I was like, time out. Like, what? Who are you talking to? Like, I'm getting the tattoo. Like, so then she was like, hold on, I need a smoke break. She went back. She like went out back, smoked a cigarette. She came back inside. She was like, I'm sorry, I had an attitude problem. Like, I'll do it, but it can't be like a thick font. I was like, nah, I'll just give you 60. I had 60 the whole time. Like, I was just like trying to pay 50, and I felt so bad. Like, she came inside, I was like, nah, I got 60. We go into the back room, and it's literally like, looks like I'm in a closet with no doors around me. So like, she's like, look, pulling out her tattoo set, pulling out the rest that my arm is gonna be on, and it's just like, the set is rusty. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I'm like, it's just like a trigger in my head, and I'm like, this might not be the best idea. So next she pulls
So he goes
out,
through with it.
Yeah. Next she pulls out like the actual needle, puts it around the machine. Then she used a rubber band. I was like, man, the artist I went to, like, he has a nice machine. He doesn't need a rubber band around it. She's like, putting the rubber band on, misses it. Puts the rubber band on, misses it. Like, third try, gets it, and it's like, it's like firing a gun or something. I was like, oh my god, like, what is this? Like, whatever. Like, it's a little tattoo. How bad could it be, you know? And it actually came out pretty good. Like, there's like some flaws, of course, but every tattoo has flaws, you know. I love it. I wouldn't take it back for nothing. So, trying to decide which one I got first. I think I got Faith right here on my arm, and it was from a new tattoo shop. He found it. My roommate was like, I want to get a tattoo. And I was like, all right, I'm coming, obviously. So like, we go to the tattoo shop, we find this shop, and I walk in, and it's like really nice. Like, I could tell right off the bat, like, everyone's got ink spot tattoo chairs. If you don't know what those are, like, it's just official. So I'm like, wow, like, this is actually a nice shop. And he was getting something on his wrist, and he was like, yeah, that's something small, man. I could do that for like $50. I was like, $50? The girl wouldn't even do that at the mall for $50. So he gets his done, and it comes out absolutely perfect. Looks exactly like what he showed him, something along his wrist. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting a tattoo. Can I get like Faith on my arm? Like, I was just like going there that night. I was thinking about words I want to get. I knew the spot I wanted to get it. And I was like,
it was Andy.
Yeah. And it was just like, I recently became very into Christ and started believing to like a deeper extent when I came down here and got friends that were into that stuff. So it was just like a perfect time for me, and I felt like I had to get it. So that one. And then I got Roman numerals, my dad's birthday, to go under the crown, just to fill out the chest a little more. That was from the same artist, and he did that for like $60. Like, that's just the guy down here, you know. That's the plug.
I want to get a quote tattoo from him because I really love his face writing, and like, it's so nice.
And then my most recent tattoo is my half sleeve. I got this from another artist back in Connecticut. The only reason I didn't get it from the artist I got my chest piece and my ribs done is, unfortunately, he passed away. And you know, he was like, you know, a big reason why I started getting tattoos, because he was such like a chill person, and like, I just like, I could vibe with him on like the highest extent, just because we could talk forever, you know. And he made tattoos just seem so easy for me to get, and like, just made him like, you know, give me a second boost in my mind, like, oh yeah, like, tattoos aren't a bad thing. Like, he's a successful guy, like, you know, and like, I thought of him as a really good friend. So that was really unfortunate, but I went to another artist for this, and it came out really nice. And now I kind of feel like this like left arm is like, if I was ever to do more, it's just like a religious arm, just because I feel like it would all connect. But it says Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Yeah. That's it.
That's it? Is that all you wanted to talk about?